In this video, I'm discussing how to create a histogram graph, which is one of the three graphs used to portray information found in a group frequency distribution. The histogram is a graph with vertical bars, and we use frequency on the vertical axis and class boundaries on the horizontal axis. Our objective is to create a graph with equal width bars, and the heights of the bars will be determined by the frequencies from your data table. So we'll have to scan back and look at those as we go along. So let's begin. That's a histogram for ages of parents. Right. I need a vertical scale, which is my frequency scale. I need to quickly glance back. In my table for my group frequency distribution, my highest frequency in the table was a 10. So my vertical scale needs to go to 10, but not necessarily any higher. Okay. So I'm going to use my homemade scale here and count by twos. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. Okay. Along the lower edge, I need 5 classes, 5 bars. I'm going to stretch it out a ways. Okay. On the lower side, you need a gap here, so I'm going to put a gap here. I'm going to be writing some information down here, so I need to leave a little bit more room than normal. So I'm going to space them out. 1 bar, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. Okay. Along the bottom scale, what we need to put are the class boundaries. Okay. The very first group has a left-hand class boundary of 40.5, and then the right-hand side is 45.5. So I need this number and these 5 numbers along the bottom of my scale. So this is going to be 40.5, 45.5, 50.5, 5.5, 60.5, 65.5. This represents the age in years of the parents. The thing to do now is to create the separate bars. The frequencies were 2, 3, 7, 10, and 1. See if I can remember that. 2, 3, 7, 10, 1. Okay. So the first bar goes up to a height of 2 on my imaginary scale. 2. The next one went up to a height of 3, so the size of that bar needed to go up to 3. Then the next one went up to 7, so that's 2, 4, 6, 7. The left side also has to go up to 7. The next bar goes up to 10. 10 here, 10 here, and the final bar was only 1 unit high. 2, 3, 7, 10, and 1. So except for a title, our graph is done. Frequencies on the left scale, class boundaries which indicate the beginning and ending point for the values in each of the groupings. So if I have a parent who's 54.1 years old, I know they go in this group. They're one of these 7 people. Things about histograms. When drawing a histogram, you use the same color on all bars. Should be a uniform color. Don't make this red and blue and green and yellow and purple. With a Pareto chart or bar graph, you can put different colors. On a histogram, you do not put different colors. Okay? There should be no gaps between bars unless that frequency equals 0. If there was no one between 45.5 and 50.5, then that would disappear and there would be no bar. But it would be obvious that there's no bar. Okay. My title would be Ages of Parents. And that was 2 and 3 was 5 and 7 was 12, 22. There were 23 parents in the group. Okay. There's your histogram graph. Stop video.